Oh, hello, Mia Pineapple. How are you doing this evening? Good to see you once again. Log in. Let's see what's happening. I put the password in correctly. You're pretty okay. Excellent. And I need to ignore this gold spammer. Well, that's a good start to any stream. Ignoring the gold bots. Okay, so I've got a bit of time before I'm going out to poker, so I thought I would continue the adventures of this game. Well, glad to hear that, Pineapple. I'm guessing that you've had a lot of feedback by now for Nano Pineapple, I guess. So, last time around... What did we do last time around? Oh yeah, we killed some things. Got our attack, strength, and defense up to 10. And we also did the Goblin Diplomacy quest, bringing our quest total to 4. But we now have 8 quest points because this one gave us 5, so that's a pretty generous amount. Need for later. And bar that, we just did the things. So the first thing I need to do is to decide something to do for this stream. Now, what should I consider doing? What to do? Your stream was great. You got a whole list of things to fix now. That's brilliant. Very glad to hear that. Oh wow, we're not actually that far off 24. You know what I might do? Do I have time though to get this done before the end of the stream? Or should I save that for tomorrow or something? Trying to think. I know this is not the best start I've had. I'm actually trying to think what to do on the fly. See if anything just jumps out at me suddenly. Well, I might just quickly get smithing to 25 at least. I might just do a quick round of mining and smithing. Not like a whole entire part dedicated to it, but I'm going to do one quick round just to get up a level. See if anything good comes off it. How about fishing? Fishing. I could do some fishing. Maybe. Although I did some of that a bit ago. Although I do wonder actually if I need to get some more food or not. Well, I'll do some mining and smithing just for the one turn and see how it goes. I mean, if I feel I can get this done before I have to head out, then maybe I'll push to get the final. We're not far off. I mean, we're gonna get 25 next, so then it's just a case of can we hit 30? I'll have to see. I mean, did a lot of work on it last time, but I'll do at least one round and see how it goes. See if anything good can be made this time. Oh, you're actually in the game at the moment, just on a different world. Excellent. Uh-oh. Oh, that was close. That's the level 20 wizard I'm a little scared of. Still within a combat level range where he might die to strike, but I have 14 HP now, so he's not as threatening, but he could still hit pretty hard, being that I'm wearing magic gear, and gear that's not good against magic. Oh, you gotta eat some food. Fair enough. I haven't had my food. It was delicious. Topped it off with a nice mince pie. Hopefully I'm going to watch streaming tomorrow. Okay. We'll have to see. Alright, so what we need to do... hold on. I'm going to do this. I need to... want to equip quite a bit. Well, pretty much all the gear. Well, I might keep the sword out. I might as well bank everything else for the time being. And take out the good old adamant pickaxe. Perfect. Right, let's go mine and shit. Armed with my trusty scimitar, I am ready for combat. I got a few fat and H-mass. Okay, good for you, sir. There is actually a quest I could consider doing. If I wanted to just get one that's quite amusing, I could just do. But let's just see how this goes first. I mean, if this goes pretty well, I might consider just making this an iron run. See if I can get it wrapped up before I have to go out. But I know it's going to take a bit longer than it looks, so I'm tempted to save that for tomorrow. And then do it then. There's actually something else I might do. That's just popped into my head. I guess this will be too busy for coal mining. I mean, so many people pass it by, it's going to be very hard. So like... oh yeah, I should be running, shouldn't I? What am I walking for here? I have the lowest cap. Get running. Come on. Move it. Get to that dwarven area. Oh no. Run, Rev P, run! Get over there! Get over there! Alright. And rest the stamina. Alright, let's see if our spot's still available. Ooh, a bronze pickaxe. I don't need a bronze pickaxe. Someone's been killing dwarves, I see. Someone's been slaying dwarves. Oh no! Oh, shit. There's already a player here. Ugh. Oh, hang on a sec. Well, I won't normally do this, but... oh wait, I guess I'll take the iron ore. Oh, it's just one player. Well, if he takes that rock and I take the other rock, then we can share. Yes. Maybe he's practicing his mining, perhaps. But we can have that rock, and I'll have this rock. Won't normally take this, but what the heck? He's... oh, he's here for XP. Nice. Huh, apparently these are worth 2,940? Seriously? Thanks. Well, that's going to make things a bit quicker. We still need 3 more, though, so... I guess if this guy's mining for XP, perhaps we could just trade him. It sounds interesting though, but trade said that all those ores were worth like nearly 3,000 gold. Huh. No wonder people. Huh. Well, I guess that shortcuts the mining for this time. Oh, don't worry, we'll have plenty of chance to mine later. I don't mind doing the odd skip on that front. Plus, we can come back, maybe. See what kind of pace we get on this. Almost there on stamina. Yeah. Short and angry, it sounds about right. So, I don't know if any of you have seen my last tweet that I made just before I did this stream announcement, but there is something I'm going to be talking about Doom-wise tomorrow evening when I do my, well, will I be doing a Doom stream tomorrow? Yeah, I think I will, actually. At least for a little bit. But there is something I need to discuss, or at least talk about briefly. More random teleports. Right, how many iron bars will we get this time? Let's find out. I can make my character disappear, almost. Just see his head peeking out. I guess that doesn't quite work. My swing level is now 25. I can make... Oh, iron battle axes. Pfft. Lame. I mean, don't get me wrong, battle axes can be cool. I gotta grind towards one in Killing Floor 2 right now, but... I was hoping maybe we would be close to something a bit more useful, but... guess no. Oh well. Yeah, this is going to take a while to get up there, so I don't think I'll make this the Iron Stream Part 2. I'll save that for tomorrow, I think. But I'll do this quick run just because. But I now know what I want to do. I feel like doing another quest. What I feel like doing? Ooh, well, we're getting some decent luck with these bars, mind you. Not a massive amount of luck, but... Oh, you've logged out, Pineapple. I guess you're off for your tea? Well, if so, thanks for popping on by. But yeah, there is something Doom community related I want to discuss tomorrow. So, I'm not going to do it now. We're doing it in front of a captive audience, shall we say. But there's something that's come I've noticed just today that disappoints me a bit. And I feel I have to say something about it. But for now, let's go visit our old chum Doric. Yeah, okay, we're not here to visit you, Doric. We're here to use your anvil. Oh dear. And it appears in my stupidity I have forgotten that you need a hammer for these things. Derp. How embarrassing. I'm glad no one was around to see that. Oh. A disappearing level 3. And I forgot to get the hammer. As I said, no one seemingly is around to see my fail there, so I am saved the blushes. Mercifully. But we go back and get the hammer before we help. Come on. Get the hammer. Okay, dump you. Take one of the 11 hammers that I have. Off we go. I'm charging a scythe at the... He says it so fast I didn't have much of a chance to actually read what he said. I'm charging a scythe at the something unleashes something. I don't know. I think there's been another update recently. Something about collection logs and Acquiring a new dead man thing. So, currently I don't think it's anything related to what I'm doing, since I'm still a free-to-play scrub at this point. But I did think they mentioned something about how a lot of people are on member servers now, and they may have to bounce the ratio of servers from members to free. I guess the member servers are getting some decent population at this point. Alright, now let's actually make these battle axes. Yeah, it's going to take way too long of this smithing and mining to get anywhere today. But that's okay. I'm going to save that for the next time. I want to get through iron and get onto steel pretty sharpish. That'll be one of the things I set for tomorrow. Or next time I play. But at least I've taken one more out of the equation. Right, so now I'm going to go sell these battle axes, which are vicious looking, apparently, according to Rev P. And we're going to go take care of another quest. Which is going to involve some, a rather interesting little thing we have to do. Ooh, 306. Good money. Well, better than not bronze off it anyway. Hopefully now when it's starting to build up a nice pot of gold. 7k. That is pretty good. Has to be said. What am I missing here? Oh yeah, the steel... Wait, I've got the steel plate body. Need the cape, gloves, and the legs. I think that's us all equipped, is it? Yep. Alright. So, for this quest, I'm going to need a certain item, which I hope I collected at some point. There we go. We're going to need some shears. Because we're going to do the quest that might have a clue as to what is involved in the title. We are going to do the sheep shearer quests. Hence why I took the shears out. So we can start this quest by speaking to Farmer Fred at his farm just a little way northwest of Lumbridge. I think we'll take a teleport shortcut this time. Might as well. Next to the statue of Sarah Domine. You guys teleport? I can do some teleporting too. See? Look at me teleport. I am so good. No, that's... It'd actually be kind of nice if you could... Well, I guess you just click on it and it does tell you. You can't use that teleport at the moment. Oh, it does tell you, to be fair, 28 minutes is required. Right then, we're off to look for Farmer Fred. Let's go find him and see what he has in mind. This quest is pretty nice and simple. There's not a lot to it. Well, there is one little thing which we'll discover eventually. So, here we are in Fred the Farmer's house. Looks alright. It's got a couple of fancy paintings up there. And he doesn't seem to mind this goblin. Excuse me, Mr. Goblin. You don't belong here. Get out. 3 clean hits and he's dead. Shoo, pesky goblin. We don't need you right now. I don't know much about art, but I like this. He's got 2 fancy pictures. He's got himself a sink. After working with livestock, why not wash your hands? Oh, we can also take these shears. Well, why not? We might as well take another pair of shears. I'm sure he won't mind, since we are about to help him. A well-fed looking farmer. What are you doing on my land? You're not the one who keeps leaving all my gates open and weighing out all my sheep, are you? I'm lost. How can you be lost? Just follow the road east and south. You'll end up in Runebridge very quickly. I'm looking for something to kill. Well, my land! Leave my farmstead alone, you scoundrel! He's very defensive about his land there, isn't he? But again, I'd be annoyed too if goblins were just hanging around my kitchen. Don't worry, Fred. I'll kill this goblin for you. You can see now that I'm pretty much hitting the goblin a good amount of the time at this point. And for 2 damage, even though I am using the attack. So... a beer. I'll leave that beer for you. You probably need it more than me. So where were we? Ah, yes. I'm looking for a quest. You're after a quest, you say? Actually, I could do a bit of help. My sheep are getting mighty woolly. I'd be much obliged if you could shear them. And while you're at it, spin the wool for me too. There, that's it. Bring me 20 balls of wool, and I'm sure I could sort out some sort of payment. Of course, there's the small matter of the thing. What? That doesn't sound like a very exciting quest. What do you mean, the thing? Well now, no one has ever seen the thing. That's why we call it the thing, because we don't know what it is. Some say it's a black-hearted shapeshifter, hungering for the souls of hard-working, decent folk like me. Others say it's just a sheep. Well, I don't have all day to stand around and gossip. Are you going to shear my sheep or what? I'm a bit worried about this thing. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. Just because my last shearer was seen bowling out the field screaming for his life doesn't mean anything. I'm not convinced. Oh, I guess we're not going to take it if we do that. Well, I do need a quest. That doesn't sound like a very exciting quest. Well, what do you expect if you ask a farmer for a quest? Now, are you going to help me or not? Yeah, okay, I can do that. Good. Now, one more thing. Do you actually know how to shear a sheep? Let's just pretend ignorance. No, I don't know, actually. Well, you're halfway there already. You have a set of shears in your inventory. Just use those on a sheep to shear it. All I have to do? Well, once you've collected some wool, you'll need to spin it into balls. You know how to spin wool? I'm something of an expert, actually. No, I don't actually know. This game world, anyway. Don't worry, it's quite simple. The nearest spinning wheel can be found on the first floor of Runebridge Castle. Yep. Okay, we know that. And it tells us an icon for spinning wool. Thanks. So, our quest is... we need to collect 20 balls of wool and then spin them into wool balls for him. Also, we need to look out for the thing, apparently. So, yeah, that's pretty scary. But you know what? This music seems a little bit... what's the word I'm looking for here? This music seems a little bit kind of off for this. I'm just gonna do a little something. I think we need a more fitting theme for this quest, in my opinion. Just a little bit of a more fitting theme for this quest, because I think it'd be appropriate. So, well, why not? Put something a little more. There we go. That's better. That's the stuff. There. Perfect. Now we have the theme for this quest. We gotta watch out for the thing. So let's be careful. Where will it be? What will it look like? Could be anything. But we have to look out for it because it's dangerous. So here we are in a nice little field. The black sheep of the family. Oh god. Look at these terrifying sheep. And any one of them could obviously be the thing. It could be that sheep. It could be that sheep. It could be any of these sheep. But the thing we need to do is we need to start shearing them. So all we have to do is just right click on them and shear the sheep. And there you go. The sheep now becomes a not so sheared sheep. So here we go. Let's shear those sheep. Oh, this one thinks it's so clever, huh? Ah, no, you're getting sheared. The sheep manages to get away from you. You are getting sheared. That is final. Yeah, take that. Oh god, that's a ram. I don't think we want to shear the ram. Our options of that are attacking it. There we go. We managed to get the that one. What about you? So it's not too bad so far. Oh, you're trying to get away, are you? Huh. We'll see. I'm gonna take you out at it as well. And you. Go for the triple. The quad! Yeah! All of them. Beautiful. Alright, we're up to 9. We're doing pretty well. Wait. Talk to sheep? Oh god. This sheep looks a little suspicious. Oh my goodness. Have we found the thing? Okay, this music's not cutting it for me anymore. I can't make sheep scary. But we have found something odd. I just couldn't resist doing that. But hang on a second. Huh. We seem to have found something a bit odd. I mean, you can't normally talk to a sheep, right? What on earth is this thing? I guess we should shear it. The whatever it is manages to get away from you. Oh my god, this thing has some funny looking legs. And apparently we can talk to it. Okay, well, I've never talked to a sheep before, so this should be interesting. That's a sheep, I think. I can't talk to sheep. Let's try it again. Oh god, whatever it is managed to get away from you. Wait. Oh goodness me. What is that thing? It's... it's 2 penguins. What the hell? Okay, I'm speechless. It is 2 penguins. I forgot about that. I completely forgot about this weird thing they just threw in there, but... What on earth? There are 2 penguins wearing a sheep costume, walking around the field. I'm speechless, and this is before that kind of thing was popular with, like, the DreamWorks stuff, you know, like... You're not a sheep, you're a goblin. You need to be put down. Get off the farmer's land. He'll be mad. Down you go, you bad goblin. I mean, this was long before, you know, penguins were popular with the illumination stuff from DreamWorks, so... Oh, we need 4 more. So I don't know what the deal is here. Why do we have 2 penguins masquerading as a sheep costume? How weird. Answers on a postcard, because I certainly don't know what the deal is. Well, in any event, that's the 20. So now we have the 20 balls of wool. The 20 we now need to spin them into balls. So off we go to the castle, as Farmer Fred directed us. As I try to wrap my head as to why 2 penguins would be walking around in a sheep costume. If anyone has any ideas, feel free to let me know in the comments or any time on the stream right now, because I have no idea if that ever gets explained or not. Or will be explained on the way back, I have no idea. Anyway, into the castle we go. We have to go to the first floor, I think Farmer Fred said. Oh look, the Splash Brigade. Here's the spinning wheel. I hope the crafting... I don't think the crafters tutor will mind too much. So let's spin on the spinning wheel. Oh, we can spin various things. Wool, golden wool, bowstring, rope, crossbow strings, and magic string. Ooh, right. Oh yeah, some rope. That could be useful. I think we do need some rope for something later on. Well, this will also get us some crafting experience. You can see as the crafting meter fills up. So, behold! A nice little animation of me spinning wool. At least this one guarantees to work. It's not like the iron thing where it might just fail randomly. We're pretty deft-handed considering we're throwing full armor at this point, I have to say. Alright, that's the 20 balls. I have enough balls of wool to give Fred and get my reward money. Yes, you do. Good job. Let's go get our reward. I did say this was quite a simple quest, to be fair, so... If I have enough mind runes... Yeah, look at this Splash Brigade. I wonder how long they're going to stay there for. Right, I think I got enough for a full day's worth of runes or something to do that. Level 107. Pretty strong. I actually forgot what the highest level in this game is possible to achieve with the combat. It's around 140 something, I think. So, needless to say, if there's a combat level 100, they're pretty powerful. Oh wow, this person's lighting all the fires. Burn down the whole place. If they wanted to. Well, now that we've got the wool and we've seen the thing, I guess we will get our reward. This quest isn't too difficult. It's probably one that it would be recommended for someone first starting the game, I guess. It's not too hard. And it introduces you to crafting and shearing sheep. And we need to open this door. Let's go inside. Alright, farmer. What are you doing on my land? Oh, I can tell him about the thing. Fred! Fred! I've seen the thing! You actually saw it? Run for the hills! Rev P, grab as many chickens as you can! We have to! Fred! Flee! Oh, woe is me! The shapeshifter is coming! Whoa! Fred! Doomed! What? It's not a shapeshifter or any other kind of monster. Well, what is it then, boy? Well, it's just two penguins. Penguins disguised as a sheep. Dot, dot, dot. Have you been out in the sun too long? He doesn't believe us. I don't think I'd believe him either, to be honest. Doesn't believe us, but it's true. There's two penguins. Well, since he won't believe our tale of two penguins on using a sheep costume, we better just give him the baubles and be on our way. I'm back. How are you doing getting those balls of wool? Have some. Give me then. That's the last of them. Oh, that made one too many. I guess I'd better pay you then. Congratulations! You have completed the sheep shearer quest. You are awarded 1 quest point, 150 crafting experience, and the grand sum of 60 coins. Well, at least we got some crafting XP. Thanks, Fred. That being said, we just rolled up to 5 in crafting, so that's pretty good. We can now craft gold rings, and members can now craft standard birdhouses. But do they have a birdhouse of my soul? Well, we know. Oh, it's the same catalog. Okay. Well, Fred, I'm glad to have given you some assistance. Oh, we did take all 20. I didn't make too many. So that's that. The sheep shearer quest is done. Not the most rewarding quest, but hey, they all count. And it's an extra quest point, and you know, little things turn into the good things, and so on and so forth. You know, of course I want to do all the quests in the game. I do need to do all of them, so... But yeah, it's a pretty good one to... if you start out with the game, it's close by as well. I think it even gets recommended from the quest tutor or whatever to go up there. Pretty easy. You get the shears next to it. You just go back to the castle. 60 gold is a fair amount. Something to do. Right, well, I better dump these in the castle and ponder what I'm going to do next for my little adventure. What should I do? What should I do? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Go in the castle, dude. Is that a bowl? Oh, it's the kitchen at the castle. I might as well take it. Don't mind me, I'm just stealing your cooking equipment. Ha 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 ha. The cooking equipment shall be mine. You shall be ignored. And you shall be ignored. Goodbye, bots. $60 more coins. What to do. Actually, I think I know something I will do for this. Just to get it, just that might help later on. I think I'm going to cut down some trees in an act of random murdering. It says not entirely random. I'm going to cut down some trees, I think, and get our fire making and wood cutting skill up a bit. As it might be useful later on when we want to chop down some proper trees. Because, well, we're going to need to raise our wood cutting level to chop down the proper trees. And the same with the fires too. So I might as well fill in another little niche crafting void and get these up a bit so I can use better materials later. Take that chef's hat. I can. And luckily we have an iron axe. So we're going to be chopping down these trees a little better and faster because we have slightly better equipment. Take that, tree. And you take that as well. I'm an eco-terrorist. Now level 4. Yeah, so I want to cut down the better trees for use later on. I might as well have my level up now, basically. Ah, hello again, me Pineapple. How was your tea? You've just missed me do the sheep shearer quest. And naturally, being that it involves something called the Thing, I use the Thing music. So for example, this willow tree. I need level 30 for that. We'll need to use that later on, so... Now I'm going to kill all these trees, because I can. I got someone following me. Oh, hello. Hello, Breath Pine. How are you doing? My work on is now 5. I know. It's not the most exciting thing in the world to watch someone cut trees down, but... These are magic trees. They can grow back pretty quick. How am I doing? I am filled with tasty soup. That is very good. I am glad you are filled with tasty soup, Pineapple. So we too are going to this... Actually, I think we can get more trees over here. We're going to the woods. Because although you might think that wood cutting is not going to be that useful early on, I do remember that... I just seem to have this memory of where I really ignored this kind of stuff and then later on it bit me in the ass when I need to, like, do something else with it. So here we are in the woods west of Wombridge. Hope you like goblins and spiders. Yeah, it's nice to see the trees get knocked down. Now 6. I can now chop with a steel axe if I had one, which I don't. So I'll just have to settle for using the iron one. Yeah, because the thing about wood cutting is that it's useful for quite a lot of skills. Like, for example, if you want to do some ranged... Wait, hang on. I'm pretty sure it's useful for, like, fletching, an ember skill to make arrows of your own. And it's also useful for making fires, and... I can imagine it's probably going to be useful for construction as well. Which is also an ember skill. And later on we'll need to get some better trees, so it's better if we were killing them now. Also means we can cut them down quicker as well. Good. So we can make some decorative fires as well. Ah, little baby spider. Incy wincy. Chop that tree. Chop it good. Show that tree who's boss. Mad profit, eh? Where's the profit come from then? Just sewing the logs or something else? Again, just sewing the logs as a raw material. Yeah, I suppose that's similar to like sewing ores. Other players buy them to train other skills instead of cutting themselves. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's probably the same with like ores as well. Like, why bother mining them when you can just buy them on the GE or whatever? So, although this is like not really useful at this particular moment for me, it's going to be useful later on. Like, especially if we want to use better quality logs, and obviously better quality logs will mean longer fires, which means I can cook for longer on them. He sold the bars, wow. There's a way to make some profit there. Alright, so let's start burning things. Yep. Gotta burn the things. Obviously, of course, short term, this is useful just because, you know, we gotta get every skill to 99, so... I didn't get to see what that actually gave me. I don't think it did anything special. I will just check, though. Oh. Wait, let me check. Level 6. Nope, nothing particular. Troll fires. Fire of eternal light. Fire of nourishment. Fire of dehumidification. Fire of seasonal warmth. Whoa. Ooh, create an infernal axe. Could be useful, whether what that does. One of the best ways to make money in the early game, in your opinion. I can't light a fire on these flowers, it's bad for the flowers. Yeah, I imagine it is. I think that's why people also mine a lot of iron as well. Like, that's the... Because unlike a lot of other games, it does take a while to actually mine resources here. Even if you have like... It's not like a lot of other games where you can just mine the same thing and stay there for a while. Or whatever. You have to go back to the same spot over and over again. So, level 7 fire making? So, you have to go back to the same spot and you're limited by inventory space. So, it definitely helps if you don't want to bother doing all that, and especially if another account, just to skip it all and just say, I'll just buy it all. Power mining. Yeah, I guess I'm probably going to be doing a lot of mining myself just because I'll have the exact with it. Holy shit, that did it instantly. Did you see that? I didn't even start the animation for when I light it. It just went straight away. Power skillings where you mine and drop the ores instead of banking them. Yeah, that's what someone was doing earlier. That's why I did my smithing skill quickly. And this is why you see the long lines of people with the campfires, because at some point they could be, if you get high enough skill, they start being done instantly, so you can just keep going and make a nice little conga line of campfires. Level 9. I don't think I'll be doing that myself, to be honest. But I'll be doing that thing where I'm going to mine the same thing over and over again to save time later on. For smithing and shit. I don't think I'm going to power mine, though. At least I don't intend to, anyway. But I'll explain that a bit more when we get to the steel grind tomorrow. Level 10... I'm setting enough campfires off here to burn the wood to the ground at this point. I could cause them one of those wildfires they've been having in America recently, this kind of stuff. Also one of the very few skills in the game that can actually help other players, you know. I'm pretty sure that got me something. I think. Nope. It did. Well, barbarians, I could be doing normal prior ships and achy prior ships. Huh, okay. Could make ships, I guess. Does that mean I can actually use a ship in this game at some point? Or is that like a model ship? I guess I'll find out. Sounds like there's a lot to do with the barbarians anyway. Alright, so our fire making level is now 11. Now we need to kill some more trees. Because why not? Trees must die. Yeah, I'm hoping to get quite a bit done tomorrow, actually. I'm planning on having a fairly lengthy stream. To get care of quite a bit of business. For funsies. I keep skipping the announcements. Oh well, I don't think you get anything till whenever anyway. But yeah, like, the fires are like one of the very few things that can help other players. Like, other players can use the campfires to cook and stuff. So it's really useful when players do one near like a fishing site or something. Or a site where there's food, raw food, so that other players can like do it. Because not all the fishing sites have a tree nearby. So it's really handy when someone comes up with a campfire in those areas. Kind of a shame you can't get like a little bonus for people using your campfire. Like just 1 XP if they use your campfire that you made or something. I mean, there was another MMORPG, I don't know if you've heard of it, Pineapple, called Members Can Now Cut Down White Jungle. That might be useful for other reasons. Might maybe to get them out your way or something. But there was a game called WildStar that had like various crafting skills in the game. And what you could do is like, if you're like a builder, which most people went because it was pretty rewarding, you could like build structures in quest areas, and if they were up, they gave buffs to other players. So like you'd have to build it with resources, but then other players could use the buff station and you would gain some experience on that. I think you gained crafting experience every time someone used a station you created. And the thing was, you had to keep them up because after a little while they died off. So like, they weren't up forever. And anyone could contribute to these. So like, all the... you can now chop with a black axe. I doubt we'll ever see the full black gear, to be honest. I mean, if it can only be dropped from mobs, I have a good idea what mobs drop it, and I'm nowhere near level... By the time I'm level enough to kill them, I'm probably going to be getting steel and better. Yeah, it was pretty neat. WildStar, for me, had one of the best 1 to 60 experiences. Or was it 50? I think it was 50 in WildStar. It was a great quest. They had a lot of neat little ideas to make things interesting, like little side quest and, you know, really good control scheme, interesting combat system. Pretty fun world. It was pretty fun. Unfortunately, when it came to the end game, it was very old school hardcore stuff, which I admired at the time, but in hindsight, I couldn't really get into it. I'm not really like a hardcore raider type, unfortunately. I did like the idea, though, of having to attune and get all these requirements to unlock a dungeon or something. But I was terrible at it. But yeah, it was a pretty fun game. Up until the end game. The end game was very limited back then. You only had like 1 set of things to do. So I believe it has so fire making level is now 12. Embers can now light oil lamps. Very nice. Campfires don't do any damage to any enemies, by the way. They're just there. They're just decoration. You can't like use them to burn enemies, unfortunately. They're purely there for cooking. And whatever other uses members may gain from them too. Oh! What was that? Oh my goodness, that's so... I don't know, Pineapple. These campfires have got more burn than that. Unfortunately, WildStar ended up becoming free to play. It kind of failed commercially because they went on. They had the old subscription model. I put 3 months into the game, got to max level, and then just got fed up. The game just kind of died out. It did alright for a bit. People got to endgame, got bored, game died a death. Shame, really. One of the best MMOs I've played. In terms of the PvE system, anyway, was pretty fun. It was pretty good, but yeah, I think they got better at that. I believe WildStar is still around. I think it might have died actually. They sort of updated it a bit later on, but I think they might have like underestimated how quickly people were going to get to max level and sit in a dungeon, perhaps. Anyway, I don't know what happened to it after that. It sort of stayed around for a bit, went to a one-off payment, then it went free to play, and then it just kind of... I think it died eventually. I could be wrong, it might still be around. I've not actually been keeping track of it because I left it a long time back, but it was one of the most fun quests to level up in. Like, for a game that had a level, for an LRPG with a leveling system, it was the best I've played to date. This game has a different approach to... Although this game is also pretty high up there because it has a different approach to the game in general. Fire maker is now 15. I can now burn oak logs. And I would love to burn them if I could cut them down. But I can't. And I've reached a total level of 200. I think oak is 15. It must be 15 if you can burn it at 15. And chopping it down must be 15. If we see an oak tree, we'll test this. Runescape is all the mindless appeal of a quicker game. Except there are like 500 interconnected quicker games in one. Wow, Pineapple, that's an incredibly interesting way of putting it. It's like Cookie Quicker, but a lot more. Oh, well, 12. I can now make and paddle a log canoe. Here's a quicker way to cut logs. Yes. There's a quicker way to cut logs, apparently. Cookie Quicker, but a lot more. Okay. When you cut the logs, hold Alt 6 and Alt 6 and 7 together. Okay. And what would that do? Alt 6 and 7. Hey, well, Jaws in Space. How's it going, by the way? Why do I have a feeling this is not exactly something advice to be actually taken here? Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not that stupid. Alt 6 and 7. Alright, anyway, let's check out this oak tree. Let's see what level it asks me. This 15. Alright, let's aim for level 15 then. See if I can actually get it. And that way, I'll be able to use oak logs for the future. I know. Might as well take it. How you doing anyway, Jaws? How are your projects going and stuff? Or just in general? We should be able to hit 15 in no time. We'll just keep cutting trees down. I can make a canoe, apparently. Does that mean I'm going to be able to do like a canoe thing? You got a new map for Petition's Gate Resurgence. Nice. At least one project's getting maps. I'm going to be probably embarking on quite a lengthy rant tomorrow night when I do a Doom stream. If you saw my last tweet before this one, you might know what it's going to be about too. Actually quite good. Yeah, that's the prison. I have to be careful hanging around here. These guards are pretty avaricious types. Well, I'm glad to see that's coming along. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about it here. I want to talk about it in front of a captive Doom audience, but I'm kind of disappointed with how that project is going at the moment. Having only just heard about what happened with it today. I mean, I haven't been keeping my eyes on it, to be fair. I've just kind of left it as it is since it was announced at the start of the year. I mean, but with recent news on that and its project lead, I have a bit of a concern about how it's going down. But I'll talk about that more tomorrow. Right now, I'm chopping trees down. Because, well, gotta be done. Alright, I guess we better melt these as well. I mean, yeah, we could just dump the logs, but nah. Might as well gain some extra fire making points. Yeah, I only caught it by chance just while I was looking. I occasionally just look at it once a day just to see if anything piques my interest. And I just happened to see a post by Pegleg in the Omega project. Actually, I think it was something that someone said in an Icarus stream that got my attention about that. Why I checked it out in the first place. Yeah, Cyphista appears to have not been active for a couple of months, and that's kind of in relation to the problem. As well as being rather quite concerning as to why he's not been active for Doom World for a while. But I don't really know if Cyphista does this regularly or not. How quickly I'm making these all now. He needs the standard logs, so they should be burning pretty easy. The woods shall pay. Oh, my fire making is 17. That being said, do not consider me Cyphista's biggest fan. Especially how he handled it. That being said, I'm not his biggest fan since how he handled another of the Doomworld mega projects a couple of years ago. But that aside, unless this is something he does sometimes, unless he just got bored of doing Doom stuff, which I suppose can happen, it is perhaps slightly concerning why he isn't on the active on Doomworld anymore, you know. Anyway, I'll be discussing about the Omega project tomorrow night. I know my friend will probably want to do some kind of a stream, but nah, I feel I have a point I need to get out there. In the hopes that it will raise some discussion as well. Alright, once we get to woodcutting to 15, I'll be done with this. I think I'll have achieved my objective. We can cut down oak, and that's a good start. That'll put us right for a while. I don't think we need to go crazy on woodcutting and fire making for the time being. Now, I think this is something that's going to be more useful later on, I think. Huh, this rune just drops naturally, I guess. Interesting. I have a feeling that woodcutting is going to be useful much later when we become a member. Like, I'm pretty sure wood's going to be using quite a few skills, so but not something I'm immediately going to put a lot of effort into. If anything, something I am going to put a fair amount of effort into early on is smithing and mining. You can just drain and chop some willows, which is also a great place to train fishing. We are now level 15! We can cut down oak trees! We did it! I think that's a good place to train fishing, is it? When we consult the map. Oh yeah, there's that fishing site. Although last time I went there, there was a bloody wizard that attacked me. Same wizard that followed me in the bank. That being said, I'm a few levels higher now than I was when I first tried to start. Oh, can't light a fire there for some reason. That small fern is preventing me from making this fire. Darn. Level 18 in fire making. Nice. Yeah, that's the same thing in some areas. I mean, as you get through the levels, enemies won't attack you straight away. They only pick on the weaker levels. I think it's the same with the scorpions in the desert, although I think they're a bit more aggressive in general, but I think if you're a high enough level, they just leave you alone. I think. Not that I'm sure that the desert has too much to offer, really. At a certain point. I don't think... I mean, there is a mining site in the desert I would be interested in around here. But I don't think it has too much. I have to check it, though. We haven't been to the desert yet, have we? I'm trying to think. How much of the free-to-play area have I not been in yet in this playthrough? I've been to the swampy area. Been around here. I've been to most of, but not all of this area. I haven't been up to this area, up to the north east. I haven't been to... Now this... I haven't been to the northern part of Varrock yet. That's the Grand Exchange there, by the way. That's the big Grand Exchange. Now, I haven't been to Edgeville. I didn't even know there was a place up there. I'm dead serious. I did not know there was a place there called Edgeville. I've not been to this area. I've not been around the back of the Ice Mountain. I haven't been to the most southern part of here. And I haven't been to the Warper Desert. And I've not been to the wilderness, which is ginormous and full of cool stuff. Edgefield is best for smelting metal. Really? It has a furnace closest to a bank versus any. Really? Now, that does sound useful, I'll admit. Have a look. Wow, you're not fucking kidding, Pineapple. Holy shit. Furnace, bank. Ah, but no anvil. Fortunately. Still pretty good for smelting bars, you're not wrong. It could be useful. Slayer Master. Well, I'll check that place out at some point. I might just visit some locations just to see what's in there at various points during this playthrough. Alright, now where's a nice big oak tree? Link. Alright. Let's chop down an oak tree. Oh, nice. So an oak tree will give you multiple logs, huh? That's kind of neat. So you can chop down multiple parts from an oak tree. That's kind of cool. Tree you just knock down straight away, and oak logs, well, you give you a couple. That's nice. I've never really bothered with much wood cutting, bar just chopping down basic trees for cooking. So it's not really something I've bothered with. I didn't even realize that oak gave multiple oak pieces. How long is this going to go on for? Can't be endless, surely. Ah, 4. Okay, so you get 4 oak logs. I wonder if I should actually keep hold of these rather than burn them. I think I'll do that, actually. I think I'll keep hold of the oak logs instead of burning them. I might have... Whoa. What's this? Fortunately, time's getting on. That's a mystery for another day, I think. Ironically, oak logs are worth less gold on the GE than regular logs. So I'm just thinking it might be useful for some crafting later down the line. I don't really know, to be honest. I just feel like keeping them. I mean, oak trees aren't as common as the regular trees, so... I figure it might be useful to not perhaps... just burn them immediately. So I'm going to keep hold of them. Still, got it to 15, so I'm set for a while. Ironically, oak logs are worth less. Huh. Wonder why that is. Oh, maybe it's because... No, I can't figure that one out, actually. Maybe it's because... people have to train up to use the oak logs or something? The only thing I could think of is, like... maybe it's useful for, like, alt accounts or something, so they can just burn, like, 2,000 logs. I don't really know. I mean... oak logs are gotta be useful for something, right? They have to be useful for a certain thing, surely. Alright, I'm gonna just set up my, set up something real quick. The next time. Just preparing my gear for the next stream. Good job, me. Now get down the stairs. It looks like logs decrease in value as the woodcutting skill requirement increases until U logs. Ah, damn it. I didn't want to dove, but whatever. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, we have 6 splashes now. No, 7 splashes. We had 4 at the start of this stream, and now we have 7. The splashes are multiplying. Don't get him a magic pool. Don't want a magic pool here, that's for sure. Huh. An expertly carved statue of a former queen of Misarlin. An expertly carved statue of a former king. Well, yeah, I've not actually pulled back the camera to show you what Lumbridge Castle kind of looks like. There you go. That's what it looks like. You know. That's an interesting little economics there. I guess yew logs are very valuable. Maybe oak logs aren't as worth much. No idea. Right, well, that's gonna be it for this this stream. So I've managed to achieve a little bit. I've finished the Shearer quest, bringing our total number of quests done to 5 and our quest points up to 9. And I've managed to get my wood cutting to 15, which allows me access to oak, and the fire making to 18, which allows me to burn said oak. So it's been useful a little bit in a different sort of way. And so I will have a definite mission in mind for next time. Next time I am going to get the rest of Iron Hell finished. I'm going to get through the Iron Tree and start on the Steel Tree a little bit. And I'll go do some other stuff as well. Maybe throw another quest in there. But the main thing I want to do next time is get through Iron Hell at last. And we can move on to Steel, which is where things will get even more interesting for smithing and mining. Oh yes. So, thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all hopefully tomorrow at some point for some adventures.